I'm curious, have you seen The Lost Bus? No, that's not a question about a bus that's lost right now. It's a question about Apple's new movie, The Lost Bus. It released in theaters a few weeks ago, and now it's streaming on Apple TV. I was conflicted. I didn't have time to go see it in the theater, but I was conflicted about why would I go see it in the theater if it's going to be on streaming, and I subscribe to Apple TV. And so came out October 4th, streaming Apple TV. I watched it this weekend, and I was very impressed by it. It's quite the thriller. You'll be engaged with the movie the entire time. And so what did I think about The Lost Bus? Now, it stars Matthew McConaughey, who is playing a bus driver who is driving kids during a time of devastating fire, and how do they escape the fires that surround them. And the character of Matthew McConaughey, he's a father, it seems maybe divorced. I don't know the marital status of the two, of him and the mother of his child. And then, kind of a dejected person, hits bottom, he's grieving, he's got a lot going on in his life. Kind of a guy you feel bad for. You feel sorry for all that he's experienced. And then he has this incident, this lost bus incident, where he has to rise to the occasion. And as the movie comes to an end, you see his relationship with his family. And so I think it's just a beautiful story about kind of the change in a father and just the transformation that can happen. And I know a lot of times people, especially from the Christian perspective, we criticize a lot of movies because of their portrayal of fatherhood and so forth. And I think this one shows a redeeming aspect of fatherhood at the very end of the movie. Also, when you're lost on a bus in the middle of a fire, you're going to be considering, what if I die on this bus? And of course, there was this great responsibility. They had all of these souls on the bus. And so the care that they had for the children to make sure that they had every tool possible to survive this incident. But there's a conversation between Matthew McConaughey and America Ferrera. They're two characters. She plays a teacher, and just kind of a talk about, like, if we get out of this, how is your life going to be different? And, when the credits roll, you see kind of how their life was different after the fact. But that's a great question to always, think about this. If I get through this, what's going to be different? But I don't think we need some tragic situation like this to make us think that. How can my life be different today because of the decisions I'm going to make? So I think there's some strong themes that you could take away that you can consider in the movie The Lost Bus. Now, a lot of people always ask me about language and morality and all of that. And, that it's something I pay attention to, yes. If there's something glaring, I will tell you. Nothing stands out in my memory that was morally challenging for a viewer. I'm sure there are a few curse words here and there in the movie, but I didn't, I wasn't scandalized as I am by some movies and some shows. So that's just my take on that. The Lost Bus, Apple TV. If you've seen it, tell me what you think about it. God bless you.